Last night's debate between former President Donald Trump and CNN host Kaitlin Collins was really a barn burner. Oh, I'm sorry, what? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. It wasn't a debate. Kaitlin Collins isn't running for office. It was a town hall, and Collins wasn't Trump's opponent. No, she was a journalist. Yeah, that's right. A journalist. Anywho, during the bleep show that CNN put on the air last night, the issue of Ukraine came up. Now, a member of the audience asked whether Trump supports providing military aid to Ukraine. And he said, we're giving away so much equipment. We don't have ammunition for ourselves right now. We're giving away so much. And he went on to say about the war, he said, I'll have that done in 24 hours. You need the power of the presidency to do it. Now, Kaitlin Collins asked how Trump would accomplish such a goal, and he went on to say, well, they both have weaknesses, both have strengths, and within 24 hours, the war will be settled. Now, it was at this point when Ms. Collins asked, do you want Ukraine to win this war? Watch what happened next.
Absolutely.
Do you want Ukraine to win this war?
I don't think in terms of winning and losing. I think in terms of getting it settled so we stop killing all these people and breaking down this country. Now,
you said you don't think in terms of winning and losing. Mr. President, can I just follow up on that because that's a really important statement that you just made there. Can you say if you want Ukraine or Russia to win this war?
I want everybody to stop dying. They're dying, Russians and Ukrainians. I want them to stop dying. And I'll have that done. I'll have that done in 24 hours. I'll have it done. You need the power of the presidency to do it.
But you won't say that you want Ukraine to win. You
know what I'll say? I'll say this. I want Europe to put up more money because they're in for 20 billion. We're in for 170, and they should be. And they should equalize. They have plenty of money. They should equalize. I got with NATO.
But
when I sat down, I got them to put up hundreds of billions of.
Man, it was really important for her that he say whose side he's on, right? Who do you want to win? Now, for some reason, Trump's response there has raised the ire of such notable foreign policy experts like Joe Scarborough and Bill Kristol and Rick Wilson. And boy, if you've lost their support, well, maybe I can explain the various reasons why this response is not only not controversial, but also actually completely understandable, if not pretty laudable. First, let's do some of Ms. Collins' research for her, since she was too occupied with getting all her January 6th insurrection and classified document data points in order. She sort of ignored the Ukraine issue. The fact is, Trump is on the record condemning Russia for their illegal, hostile invasion of Ukraine. It was at the CPAC conference in 2022, just days after the invasion, and Trump was unequivocal. He said the Russian attack on Ukraine is appalling. We're praying for the proud people of Ukraine. God bless them all. He said that at the time. I know I was in the room. So were reporters from CNN, but they were probably too busy filing articles about all the MAGA fascists in the room. So for Collins now to feign that she's not sure who Trump wants to prevail, it's disingenuous at best, duplicitous is more like it. But about half the country right now, though they're sympathetic to the Ukraine cause, would be happy for a negotiated peace rather than a prolonged war, even if that war ends up with a triumphant Ukraine. But then there's the whole idea of what a triumphant Ukraine actually looks like. Trump could have easily pivoted back to Kaitlin Collins when she asked if he wanted Ukraine to win by asking, well, Kaitlin, what does winning actually look like? See, it's pretty hard to find someone here in Washington to explain how this war ends, let alone what a Ukrainian victory would entail. If a Ukrainian win means full and unconditional surrender and a complete withdrawal of all Russian troops from all Ukrainian territory, including Crimea, well, then it's worth noting that President Barack Obama and his Vice President Joe Biden allowed Russia to take Crimea in the first place. And they didn't offer 1 ounce of support for Ukraine to defend herself. So is Trump now compelled to only accept an outcome that even Obama wasn't compelled to support at the time? What are we doing here? More importantly, think through the logic of Trump's position, something Collins, Kristol, and every panel on every cable news network refuses to even attempt to do. He says he wants to be in a position as president to negotiate peace between these two countries. Now, if Trump is to retake the world stage as the leader of the free world and negotiate a meaningful peace agreement, it would be catastrophic for him to take sides right now. One can argue that if there is to be peace, the president will be a major player in negotiating that peace. Isn't it advisable for whoever ends up being president to be seen as not already picking a winner in the fight? Why is it hard for those who hold conventional political wisdom in Washington to understand this obvious fact? The answer? Because peace is not their priority. War is. That's it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place.